Hello, everyone. Welcome to Top V Media, Frankly Speaking podcast. In today's podcast, man, we got a lot of things to share with you, and we got handsome face today for studio. I tell you, you can't believe people we have here today. We have loads and loads of superstars in the studio. Like, I'm so excited to have this gentleman today in the studio. Don't be biased. We don't have any woman today in the studio. We're not discriminating, but it's a men's podcast because we got a lot to talk about. Today in the studio, I got with me, by my right, Moses Visual. Moses, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Like, it's been a long time. Like, I've been following you and wishing to have opportunity to have you one-on-one on the studio. you are welcome.
Thank you.
So how is life going in Malaysia? How is your work?
Life is okay. Life is good.
You're looking cool. You're looking cool. Looking like a gentleman you are. Okay, to my left, I have with me, from my immediate left, I have with me Tunde. Tunde, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to Frankly Speaking podcast.
Thank you so much.
If you look down there, you will see a man that is looking quite different from us. Like, na sugar daddy, like he did sugar daddy level. Like, you know, all those guys who they spend in dollars. So I have with me C Nation. C Nation, how are you doing?
I'm very fine.
You're looking good. You're looking different. What is the idea behind this your
Hairstyle, unique
hairstyle?
The idea is just to be that unique, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, because everyone has a way he sees himself. You understand?
yeah.
Sometimes I told someone I'm a god. You know? Yes, I say it, I'm a god.
Of course.
Sure, I agree to that.
So some people they are like, what's this guy saying? You know, but that's what I believe.
Yeah,
That's what I
Bible
am.
say we are God because we are children of Most High.
So I like to be unique, like with this my hair now. Huh? Let's assume now we're just walking past somewhere, maybe people are just gathering.
They must notice you.
It will be difficult that I will pass there. That they will not
don't
notice that
observe.
guy that tinted his hair.
It's an ID.
Yes, it's an ID. You understand?
Yeah, I got
It
it.
points a finger at me. You understand? So I just love it, man.
Wow,
I
that's
love
good.
being unique.
So, my viewers out there, if you look around, you see that there are handsome men. They are all single. Some are single, some are not single. Don't think. So, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe so I can get all the podcasts. Who told you we got a lot for you? I have been saying it. There's no need to sit at home and be telling me that you're depressed. If you have anything bothering you, have any worries, why not come to the studio? Come and speak your mind. This is happening live in Malaysia. Come speak your mind. Tell us what is your problem. If anything is giving you concern, because depression is real, people say. But to me, I don't think it's real because you want to keep it in your head. Come speak out. You will free your brain, you free your head. Then again, I told you, every day of our life, we need to learn. Today, again, we are here to learn because learning is a continuous process. So today, I have with me, beautiful, we have actor here, we have directors, we have men, businessmen. They are here to share their experience in Malaysia with you. So if you're out there, please make sure you subscribe, share. So I keep learning. Every week, we will be bringing podcasts for you. Important men and women will be coming here to teach us. So with me, Moses, I have been going through your channels and everything. For real, you are doing good in Malaysia.
Thank you.
You are doing very, very good. So tell us, what is the idea behind Moses Visual?
Okay, so Moses Visuals. My name is Moses Uche Opaloka. I'm Igbo.
Okay.
By tribe. I'm from Nigeria also.
I never knew.
Good.
And Moses Visuals is just Moses Visuals.
Yeah.
Just it's very simple. But Moses Visuals is a director. I'm a director. I direct and I produce.
He is a movie director and a producer.
Yes.
So if you don't know him, I will put his handle on this podcast. So go check him out. Check him out. If you're in Malaysia, you want to shoot anything, you want to take pictures, whatever you want to do concerning entertainment, he is the number one.
Thank you. So that's Moses Visuals. Moses Visuals, it's just a name that carries that personality for whether it's film, photography. So apart from that, Moses as a person, I'm also a UI UX designer. I also do UI UX design. Basically, I design interfaces for apps, mobile apps, website, and stuff. Okay. I also own a business, and then so that's Moses Visuals. I also do photography. Basically, anything that has to do with camera,
entertainment.
right? I'll be involved in it all. And then this moves to the next part. Apart from being a film director and production and a producer, I'm also a creative director. So it means that anything that has to do with marketing or branding, I'm also involved in it. That's why I say I own a business.
Wow.
And then I've been doing this for about maybe close to about 7 years now. So in Malaysia.
Oh,
yeah.
7 years in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, so far it's been good. It's been great.
So, how has been your relationship with the locals because I've seen you have done so many shoots with locals and some internationals. So, how has been the relationship with you and them?
Okay, so I actually didn't start shooting for locals at first. I started with music videos. So I used to be known as a music video director. That's what I was doing. So I started doing music videos, but then I decided to kind of pivot towards commercial and shooting for local companies. Because number one, there's more money involved.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Of course.
Number two, right?
The reason why
Number two is there's nothing wrong with music videos, and I still shoot music videos till now.
Okay.
I mean, on Thursday I'm shooting a music video. I just finished shooting one. So I still shoot music videos, but that's not my target now. I'm mostly shooting commercials. When I started shooting music videos, I only used to shoot for Nigerians or Africans. It was that only. No, but then as time went on, right, I decided to start researching commercials. What is commercials? First, what's commercials in Malaysia? I try to understand
the concept.
The concept that people use, the what do you call this? The commercial language in Malaysia. The way they show videos in Malaysia, the way they interpret videos, the concept they use, right? Is
The
different
presentation and all.
from Nigeria, from the rest of the world.
Correct.
I decided to research that. And then, sorry, one more thing I forgot. The name of my company is Moving Image. Moving Image. Yeah. So we do everything. So that company, we do branding, creative works, website, marketing, video production. We have a studio. We also have a sister talent agency. So talent agency because actually watching your other podcast, some talents that are with our agency, not signed exclusively, but with our agency, actually was on your podcast as Git. So yeah, so that's what we do. That's basically that. But before Moving Image was Moses Visuals, and then Moving Image. Moving Image.
So Moving Image is
it's an incorporation that carries mostly local brands. So we have local commercials under that. And everything. My relationship with locals, that's what you asked, right? So I wanted to just give a brief history. It's not easy. I always used to say this. There's this story I always used to give. There was a time where I was directing a video for KLCC, Sierra KLCC. I think it was one of my second or third local jobs. Right? So I was directing a video for KLCC, and actually they still show the videos now. If you go to KLCC on the big screen, you still see the video showing there. So I was directing a video for KLCC, and then I went out to take a call or something, and then they give us this visitor tags that shows I was shooting, right?
Yeah.
But I left mine, and then I went out of the area, and then I finished answering the call or whatever I was doing, and then I came back, and the security guard was like, "Where are you going?" I said, "So I'm going to go, and I'm shooting with them." Like, "No, you're not shooting with them."
You're not shooting with them because they have the tag.
Yeah, I don't have the tag. I was like, I'm the one directing that shoot. Right now, they're not shooting because they're waiting for me. He's like, no way.
Do you think it's because you are not with the tag or because
Well, I think it's because it's not with the
because
tag.
it's not a tag. Because
It's because they're not with the tag.
Yes, of course.
That's not why. My production manager came to meet him. My production manager did not have a tag. And then he said, "Oh, that guy is with us." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, you can go.
You see.
So this
Okay.
you
because of the tag.
it wasn't because of the tag. It's
because you are international.
I'm international. They didn't believe
Yeah,
that I
not
was
to
shooting
do
with them.
that.
Yeah.
You will be shooting in
It wasn't.
locals.
Yeah.
and once it's KLCC, it must be a big shoot.
Yeah, it wasn't the tag. It was just who I am as a person, who I look like.
Yeah, but the way I see that situation is like, it's down to that individual, how that personal person use his initiative. Some people are kind of adamant to situations like, no, I can't allow you in or whatever. I don't think that we use that scenario to generalize like,
I'm not using that as a generalization. Actually, he was from Bangladesh. He's also a foreigner. But
but you won't use that. But you won't use that as your relationship with the locals.
Even though he's a foreigner, I think there is the kind of training they give to them, the way they see us, even though they are also international, the way they see us, Nigeria, or do I say Africans, is quite different from the way they see themselves.
Okay, now I'm about to get to that. Okay, so with everything, right, there's a good and bad part. Okay? This is the bad things that I've experienced. Okay, the good thing I've experienced is most companies actually in Malaysia. So you have closed-minded companies, you have open-minded companies.
Yes.
Most of them are open-minded. Most of them are trying to become open-minded.
To become open-minded, yeah.
Most open-minded companies, right, see Moses Visuals, me, who I am, a foreigner, right, as a reason to actually engage because they feel like this is something new. Let's reverse it. Let's go back to Nigeria, right?
Okay.
We're pitching ideas for a brand, right? I'm pitching a video idea for a brand, okay? You know how we are in Nigeria, right? Yeah. People are working in, different Nigerians are working in. One American guy walks in, you're like, okay, let's listen to this guy. Why do you do that? Because he's not the same. He's different. He looks different.
He looks different, like something attraction.
I want to hear what he has to say from a foreign point of view. You know what I mean? Because obviously Malaysia is saturated with Malaysian concepts. You want to hear what a foreign concept looks like. And what I do is most times when I have an idea, when I'm pitching an idea, I always pitch a mixture of our Niger style with Malaysian. With the Malaysian, use it a bit, but not overbearing, but just a little bit.
Adjustment.
In a way that they understand it and then they're like, oh, this looks different. This feels different. So it's not overgeneralization. I'm just saying this happened to me. But then on the good side, it also works for me. Whether you like it or not, Nigerians and Africans in Malaysia are treated like in a different way. But then we can't use that to overgeneralize.
Yeah, because the last two podcasts we had, I was talking to the Malay woman. I told her when she was in UK, the working force and the working relationship with people in the UK and the way they in Malaysia is treating internationals. There is an inclusion in the UK. They don't care where you came from. The same love, the same working, the same benefit. So I asked her, why your country? The way they treat Africans, mostly African, because other foreigners, though they don't treat them well, but it's more worse when it comes to Africans. So I asked, she said it's from the company. I said, no, it's not from the company. It is the government. If the government passed any law that there should be an inclusion, nobody can question the government. So
no, I think there is a lot that has to do with that. I would like to speak on that because I've been here for quite a while and I've worked here.
Okay, regarding your own, all this time you have had so many shoots. He has been in different Netflix movies. He is an actor. So when you are doing both commercials and movies with locals, so how did they treat international?
Yeah, as you've said earlier, I've quietly involved in, I don't know, I can't count how many movies, both locals and international movies that I've done. There was a time I spent like 8 months with BBC One UK with the production of a movie called TV episodes, Our Girl. So I was with them and we moved out. The thing that I just observed with my own personal experience, because I won't be able to speak for all, so I only speak for what I encounter and what comes through my way. Yeah. I have not really been able to, encounter so much of negativity. I won't lie about that. But I won't deny the fact that there is much of negativities around, But back to what we're talking about, this relationship stuff or employment stuff for Nigerians as a whole. I think it has to do with the country's relationship with each other. So it's not the way Nigeria connect with Malaysia internationally in the global stage. We reflect on us, the citizen that we are living in this country. And if we are to break it down, what is the connection of Nigerians and Malaysia as a country? They don't really have much in common. We don't really have any trade this country, Malaysia is giving Nigeria this kind of income.
Nigeria got a relationship with Malaysia when it comes to business because our passport is being produced in Malaysia for how many years? So that one.
I heard of this, but is it verified?
But it is true. It's online. That's true.
I don't know. I don't know how truthful that is.
When it comes to the palm oil they are producing today, the palm came from Nigeria.
Have you read Malaysian history about their palm oil? There's nothing about Nigerian in that history, because I read it. Yeah, I read it. I've heard that this thing, because one thing about me is there's a lot of speculations or things that people say. I don't like to just listen and believe it. I always like to, like this palm kernel of the stuff. When I heard it several times, I was like, no, I need to really find this information. And I went dig down to Malaysian history about palm kernel. Nigeria is not anywhere in the line.
Okay, you know, before Malaysia got their independence, they were together with Indonesia. You know?
Yeah.
So, they were together with Indonesia.
I don't think they are. They're like, they have their own Malaya.
They came from Indonesia. They came from Indonesia and got their own independence. Then Singapore came from Malaysia.
I know
so this relationship has been there between Nigeria, Indonesia. So Indonesia and Malaysia, when they split, so Malaysia become their own. They have their own independence.
Then we cannot base our talk on Nigerian old connection to Indonesia as the Malaya stuff. That's what I'm saying, because the relationship of the two countries will determine what we face in the country.
Yeah, but actually,
now, the country, apart from being they have this inclusive culture that we know, even among themselves. They have this inclusive culture. The major population of this country, those ones that they have the most populated numbers, they control the economy. They put themselves in. They don't give space to minorities. For we as a foreigner to come here to migrate, there's a lot of things at stake. Firstly, we are not being aggressive in nature. These people are not aggressive in nature. Western world can cope with our aggressiveness, but I don't think cultured country like this can cope with our aggressiveness. We need to look inward before we look outward.
No, for when it comes to that one.
On that note,
when it comes to that one, I will agree with you, because they are our own distance is quite different from their
presentation, our mannerism,
but
and how we take things, how we approach things.
But you should know that cannot be generalized to not all Nigerians are.
But the thing is, it is not about all Nigerians, it's about the numbers, the data. When you have 80% or 90% of this tribe are like this, 90% of them are like this, 10% are, in terms of that, it makes no effect. When you have the majority of people in this line, the 10% are not like that. There are people working here. I have a friend working with DG as a customer care. There are people that are working. But what is the number? I'm doing business here legally. Apart from me being an actor that I've involved in many movies, I have business. I make hoodies. I do a lot of things. I do supplies of product, Malaysian product. I ship to Nigeria. I don't want to promote them here. I don't want to mention their name. So I do supplies. I'm a registered supply distributor for them. And their product is doing well in Nigeria. I have never had problem doing that. So it depends on individual, how we approach one thing about us is we don't study the environment. And our people, as I said earlier, we are aggressive. We want to change the environment to suit us. We don't adjust to the environment. So these are the problems we have. Now, a company that's going to employ us, one, there's language barrier. How many of us speak the Bahasa? There's language barrier, there's cultural barrier, there is,
But you know what? There's one thing I know about Nigeria. If there is this complete inclusiveness, Nigerians they are very 100% ready to learn the language. Nigeria can do anything. We can learn the language. It doesn't take anything.
But are we learning the language now? We have Africans in their football team.
Yeah, I know, but
we have Africans in Malaysian league.
Yeah, but that inclusiveness is not there very well.
It's not when it becomes so obvious, everybody going to adjust. If it's language barrier, everyone can learn language. Of course.
There's one thing
but majority of them still don't want to see us as human. You understand?
It takes so much.
Like I can even say that maybe within last year and this year that things are beginning to change. They are becoming more free.
Yes, I agree with that. I believe with time, as the year goes by, things
I believe they will change because they are becoming more free. We have met in different commercials, which they are.
Yes, they are very friendly and welcome.
We have done so much movie with them, commercials with them. They are friendly. Some of them, but there's still some of those that are not in that is outside the the entertainment industry.
The corporate
That
one.
doesn't see internationals as like
As
these people.
anything.
Yeah, like why should they be? Why should they be? Why should they be here? Why should they be there? You understand? So, but I believe that with time, while the government is still educating them, why some of them are traveling, because the most important problem they got is that majority don't travel.
No, even if they travel, they go and come back the same way.
No, not some people that travel.
Most of them, that's what I'm saying. See, what I have to say, it has to do with data, numbers. When 10 people traveled and 8 come back the same way, and 2 came back with different ideology, I mean, oh, the world is like this, and 8 come back the same way they go. They just went to sightseeing, this is this, and they come back with the same mentality, the value they had before they go. It changes nothing. It changes nothing actually. Yeah, because those 2 numbers, they can't make any effect.
Yeah, they can't influence others.
They can't influence anything. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, now here, they are accepting us. There are people working. There are people in their entertainment industry. There are people in their sport industry. But it's about the numbers. How many Africans are in their sports team, in their national league? Probably 3 or 4. In the whole of their league, 3 or 4. Then it comes to entertainment industry. Okay, we have quite numbers of people in their entertainment. Most our model girls, actors, all those things. We are quite a number. But how many productions are there for us to, to fit in? These people are Asians. We are Africans. So you don't expect me as a black African man to be on their screen advertising. Just the way in Nigeria now, just the way our government said, anything advertisement must be blacks. If not Nigerian, must be African. Nothing like whites, it's a thing. It means a lot.
There's another way I think we can also improve by, if you look at what Moses is doing, there are quite a number of us who are into entertainment who are now moving Africans to the whole, yes, in Malaysia, because we still need more of Africans to do something positive, because like he is shooting, for instance, why he's doing that, the KLCC directing of whatever thing they are doing there, you know that his face is going. When you do a good work with them, they will say, oh, at least because of this person, few of them there will have good ideas about Africa.
I think we can change our story.
So first of all, we need to change ourselves.
Yes,
we need to be positive. We need to start doing something that is well, that can present us well to them.
I think we are doing something. But so, what I would say is we need more numbers.
Yes, we need more people.
Because I know of a guy recently. There's this guy called Ola Brainboss. Yeah. There is this funny track, Makan. It was a funny song actually. At first I heard what's this guy singing? What is Makan Rutitelu? But when you continuously listen to that music, it sounds funny and kind of entertaining. And before you know it, so I've seen some locals playing that music it sounds funny.
I even see them using it to do their TikTok.
Using it for TikTok. I was in a Mama restaurant.
It was even
and I heard them playing that song.
My wife, Daddy, I saw you on one Makan music video.
Yeah,
I saw it on TikTok. So locals are watching. They are seeing it.
That's what I'm saying. So we need more numbers.
If we continue, more people.
We need more numbers. Few of us are doing things, but compared to our population here, it's like our numbers are nothing.
Yeah.
So if we have more numbers pushing things forward, I'm telling you, there will be a great change with our presentation, with how the locals relate with us and how they accept us. Okay. And apart from that, we need inclusiveness among ourselves. Because I know some people
this is very important.
Who feel like I'm in Nigeria, but I don't deal with Nigerians.
Okay, hold on. With this one you're talking about.
I can't act with Nigerians.
With this one you're talking about. Now, Moses, to you, how do you see us? Because, when you talk about inclusive, when it comes to within us Nigerians or Africans, how many of us are ready to humble ourselves and come? Say, Moses, I want to follow you. I want to work with you. I want to beat brand with you. How many Africans? Because Africans want sharp money. I want to get it right now.
How will I talk about it? Okay, so
you need to dig deep
because I've had my own experiences. Honestly, I won't call any names, but I've had some experiences with Nigerians, and again, people who are watching this, it's not a generalized thing. It's just that I'm very inclusive. Okay, but I need to make sure that inclusiveness doesn't affect
what you're doing.
What to do, yeah.
Yes.
You understand? This is very plain. I'm doing this with shaking hands. I'm not doing it with, okay, I know this guy.
Yes,
I know him.
yeah.
I grew up with him. No, it's please come, but please control yourself.
Yeah.
Be controlled. There's a way that we have to do this, you understand? So I've had bad experiences with Nigerians. I will not lie to you. On set, after set, with the people on set. You know, it's not good. Some I've had good experiences with. Some.
Yeah, like with me.
Yeah, with
It's a
him.
good experience.
I met with him, and I didn't even know he was going to be on set because.
Yeah, I didn't know you were the one
Yeah, he
producing.
didn't know I was the one directing it. Also, we just met on set because for the casting, I had a casting director do it, so we didn't know that we were actually going to be on set. And then I worked on set, and then we were setting up everything, and then I turned the night, so I was like, oh wow, that's nice, you know. But again, that's one example of someone I did not know, and this is an actor. So we have. For actors and actresses and models, I think I'm okay. I've not really had an issue per se.
Okay.
But for crew,
Okay.
that's where
There's problem.
That's an issue because for crew, some are good, some are very good, very perfect. You know, do exactly what they need to do. Don't be too aggressive. When I say don't be too aggressive, I'm not saying don't be yourself. I mean, like sometimes some things that you can just look at. I don't need to talk about this. I don't need to be engaged with this stuff that they're talking about. Let me just leave it. Let me just chill on one side. You know, it's cool. It's okay because you don't really know them. Okay, so that's why I'm saying don't be too in someone's face. You understand? Just do what you have to do and be gone.
I would like to share one
then-
experience as regards to that. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
sorry.
like okay, maybe people think I'm just talking to general. Like yeah, general. I'll give you an example. There was this guy that he wanted to be part of my team. So we did one shoot. The second shoot I think we went to Port Dixon or where I can't remember, and we're coming back from Port Dixon, and then we got home. So I split up with him. He went his own way, and then I went my own way. I went back home. And then I go home, and then somebody called me, a woman. And I picked it up. I was like, hello. She was like, is this Moses? I was like, yes, it's Moses. She was like, so you think that you are smart? You think you are smart? I was like, what happened? So you think you can lie that you're with my husband, you are with women, and then you're lying that. And then she was shouting at me, you know, you want to destroy people's marriage. And then I was like, I don't know where you're looking. Which husband? Who is your husband? She said his name. I was like, I left him a long time ago. He's supposed to be with you now.
No.
She's like, where is he? He's not here. And he's not picking his phone. I was like, I don't know, but I think you should be worried about his safety.
About
He's not
safety.
shouting at me.
Exactly.
But let me see where he is, because I left him with some guys. So then I called around. They were just stuck in traffic. It wasn't, and he was almost near the house, you know. It wasn't his fault. But then I got that, you know, she called me and she shouted at me. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's somebody else.
Is it local? Is wife local?
She's local. Maybe she didn't call me. What if she called somebody that wasn't local, somebody that was working with, you understand, right? What would have happened?
The husband,
I don't
the
think-
husband is also a local.
He's
Okay,
he's African.
I don't think that's the lady's fault, actually. It's not the wife's fault.
No,
It's the
no.
husband's fault.
Whose fault it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, actually. But
It doesn't matter whose fault it is, but you know, sometimes I don't know the way we Africans, the way we control our wives, because sometimes people doesn't be open with their wives. When you're shooting, when you go out to shoot, the person should know. Not sometimes you go to shoot, or you go to do something else. You use shooting to take.
I would like to share one experience as regards to what.
But sorry, one moment. But that's just an example of one of the things I've gone through worse. People that are watching this show, people that have told these stories, right? And then they know that I've gone through like so many things with these people. And it hasn't stopped me. Tomorrow, if somebody comes and meet me, if you meet me and you say you want to come on set, I'll like, come on set. Most of them, they even come on set, they're like, oh, no, this is too difficult. I cannot do it anymore. Please, I don't come again.
Yeah.
It's like that. You understand what I mean? So there are these things that are happening.
Then,
I'm not saying
then
that.
I want to know what is actually the problem with, because there are many of our African sisters and brothers in the street, and I don't know why they don't want to come out of street. Like when you're telling them to come do something, come and you can. Some of them, you see them great talent,
I have something.
but they don't want to come.
I have something to say as regards to that too, because I do.
Touch that area.
Yeah, okay. I do always bring talent as well as you know. I do have talents that works with me that I always bring, and there are some that really show interest when they see what I'm doing. Like, okay, the last time I did this last production, this Telugu movies from India. So I went with like 20 of my talent to that production. So there were some ladies that felt like, hey, I don't know you are like this. I'm interested. I have been doing this. I was like, there were 3 ladies. Then I have a production, and I invited them. Like, okay, bring your Comcast. This I submitted them, and I told you one of them said, "How much are they going to get paid?" I was like, "Yeah, well, you guys are going to be extras," and it's just like if you. And I thought, this is how much they are paying. So it's like, if I go one short time safe,
that is the
I
problem.
already covered that money.
You see, that's the problem. That they believe. They believe.
Can you imagine that sentence?
The street life is still in them.
That sentence
if I go
came out from my mouth like,
what is?
If I go to one short time, this money I already get. I already get it.
To make it like that.
And imagine someone who want to build career.
The sentence off me. I just switch off my phone. What? Nothing I want to say.
Again, one thing again that affects us on that is the people you meet first when you come to the country. You understand? Because it depends on the kind of
environment,
people, the environment
that you see yourself in. Yeah.
Because most of our African brothers here, they have that mentality that don't go too close to them. You understand? They will not accept you. You understand? If you want to try something, even when my wife came newly, I wanted to open a bank account for her. So I asked one of my guy, which bank now? He said, "Hey, do you want to open an account?" I said, "Yes." For a wife, how will I do it? That it will not work. Oh. I said, "Why won't it work?" You understand? Like, why? Is it like she don't have the papers or what? You understand? You have not even tried. You have not even gone there for 1 day to try.
He has discouraged you based on his own experience.
But he don't have experience.
Not experience.
It's just assumption.
When he came, the people he met when he came in the country, they are just people that are just. Guys who just doing
they have already been brainwashed.
This is what it's about our people. We have that attitude a lot. We spread false information, unverified information, and we present it as verified.
And someone that came newly, that idea, once he registered that idea in his
head, you grow with it.
Scared of trying things. He'll be scared of walking into offices.
I still believe it is down to individual.
This particular issue of bringing women from Nigeria to come to Malaysia for hustling.
Sorry, before we go to that point, I want to talk on what the issue of inclusiveness among us. I want to talk about one experience. I would like to share that experience. There was a guy that wanted to make a movie here. Our Nigerian brother. He reached out to me. We met in a Chinese production. We have this Chinese movie shooting that we'd had. So it was me and we were 3 Nigerians. They were like, they need top Nigerian guys here, those top guys that they need. So they called me. They called one other guy, CJ Fitness, and one other guy. So we all met there. For the first time I'm meeting these people. I've known them on social media, but we've not meet. So we met for the first time. This is a couple of years ago. We all met in that shooting. It was a night shooting. We all click. We all okay. And after that, we all left. A few months after, one of the guys reached out to me like, I want to have my production. I'm trying to make this movie. I was like, cool. Brother, how much am I supposed to pay you? I was like, no. Don't worry about the money stuff. No, as long as it's your production, I'm in. Forget about the money. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the money.
You want to support?
Yeah, I want to support you. This is me. This is years ago. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. So then I went to the location. I did my part. On the location, I got injured. I broke my neck. So for 6 months, I cannot twist my neck left and right.
Oh God!
This guy, no. I went there with my car. Alfred. He changed the script using my car when he saw, this car can be used in this production. I didn't charge him anything. All like full support. Then when he's done with the production and everything, the snippets came out and some guys were helping him to repost, He mentioned some credits and I didn't find my name in the credit. I don't care. I actually don't care. But somebody called my attention to it. The third guy said, why this guy don't give you credit? I was like, what happened? I don't know. Let it be. It's not important. The guy was like, no, he's supposed to give you credit. You injure your neck, you give your this, you give your... I said, no, to me, it's not important, actually. So this guy on his own went ahead to confront him. Why? You don't even give this guy credit. He was on your production. He injured himself, used his things, and he didn't even charge you anything. The response was, this guy don't help me to promote my movies on his social media.
Because he didn't repost.
Because I didn't repost on my social media. That was why he didn't give me credit.
Even this thing happens even in Nigerian entertainment industry.
Can you? No, it was. I felt like this. Does this really sound making sense?
To you, Moses, if you are, to you as a producer and a director, if someone come to your movie, sacrifice all this, and the person never repost, are you going to deny the person the credit? Someone who was in the movie, who you even used his car and you never paid him for the movie.
Why should the actor repost the movie? I don't understand. Okay, see, look at me.
It's to me. It's a free will.
It's a free will. If he has approached me, my guy.
Even when I ask you, I say, please help me and repost it. You say, no, I'll not repost it. It's okay. It's fine. There's no problem. Maybe you don't like how you acted in the movie. I don't know. I don't know your reason for not reposting it.
For him, even
but don't take it personal.
It's also a help. He has
helped,
yes, of course.
So he has already done his part. It's not easy to. He also broke his neck.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
That one is enough sacrifice.
Until as if you are God.
You know this experience. I have had such experience. Like I go to someone's movie and I performed in the movie. Like that movie took like 2 weeks. Then I put my money. They even used my own afford also to shoot the movie. Then after like 5 months later, I had my own production called Emma. And the same person I go to do your movie like 2 weeks. He never paid me, he never paid my transport, he even used my car. I put 7,500 ringgit. Then I called it for my own movie. You charged me. You said I will pay. then I paid.
You paid?
Yeah, I paid.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
No. When I do something for you, free of charge with my mind, as an African, then when it's my turn, you charge me. It's okay, I will pay. But never you think of calling me to anything you
somebody who does that will not even come back. This is it.
So now
this guy won't come back, and he didn't even come back.
The funny part of it is that after I paid both transport, everything, feeding, everything I did, it's not a problem because I want to do production. So I prepared for it. I called for the production, but say you are busy. It's supposed to be the one
I just came back from Nigeria.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the one to shoot the movie.
Yeah.
So now I paid them, everybody, after the movie. Then after another 3 or 4 months later, they need to complete that movie because the movie was not completed then. They called me again to come and complete
the movie.
Now you forgot, that I have done the favor for you. You didn't pay me. I called you for my own. You charged me. Now you called me to come and complete the movie.
You have to pay. Of course.
I said, okay, my brother, I'm a superstar.
You have to.
Right now.
I don't blow now.
I don't blow. Right now, my price is very high. Are you going to pay? He said, why should I pay? Just to come and complete what you are doing. I said, oh my God, I should come and complete what I'm doing. With my car? Are you okay? I paid your Grab. I paid you any day you came. I give you food. So it's my turn. Are you going to pay? He says it's not going to pay.
This is part of what we are saying.
I said, this is the problem we have with Africans.
When we
want to have that inclusiveness, but how are we treating ourselves?
No.
If you fall for me, I fall for you. But you know that you don't want to fall for me. If you want to be strict on your own deal, fine. But remember that when it comes to another person's deal, it's going to be like that. Yeah. So now the person now saw me that I'm a wicked person. That I'm in this movie now, time to finish it.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
You don't want to finish it.
Pay me. But I paid you on my
wicked person. Wicked indeed.
You're a very wicked person.
This person won't even come near me.
I paid you. I came first one for you. You didn't pay anything. 2 weeks movie. It never paid. It never even bought petrol for me. They shot me in my car.
I'm not sure if I received thank you, but I wouldn't remember that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I received thank you. To complete your own movie. They said I'm wicked. I said fine. Thank God.
It's good to be wicked. Because this is what.
Because
this is what we are saying.
If you think
when we are thinking of inclusiveness,
when it comes to my own, I'm also a superstar, bro.
When we are thinking of inclusiveness and how to promote and support each other, and there are a few ones that fail. See everyone as competitor. Nobody is competing with you, but you see people as your competitor.
It has been a problem.
When they will ask some few people like, oh, do you have African talent? We need to I don't know any Africans. I'm always I'm always alone. I don't do my stuff. What exactly is the meaning of that? I don't understand. What impression are you giving what personality are you creating? Because when it comes to personality, this person don't even have the personality at all.
Sometimes look at
if this person can listen to what people knows about him or heard about him, he wouldn't talk about personality.
Brother, how many Africans? We need 10 or 6 Africans to come into this movie. Please, can you get us? Some people will say, no, I don't know any African.
I don't know any Africa. I don't mingle with Africa.
Entertainment. Why not include your brothers? They want to be alone in the movie. They want to be seen. But there's one thing about entertainment that I have. Since I learned this thing, it has been on my mind, and that's the reason why I started being on my own. That's why I started focusing and creating building this my brand. Entertainment industry. If you like, be 10 years in entertainment. Someone that came this year, God can leave the person more than you.
My brother, I have been a lead role.
One thing.
I have been a lead role in a commercial.
So come and feel like you are the biggest. Because today, is it not Mr. Ibu is on the internet asking for money?
Asking for money.
For his surgery.
Operation,
There was
a time where Mr. Ibu was the peak of the comedy.
He's an old talent, big talent. But today, you cannot compare him financially with
a lot of people.
With Zubi Michael, Destiny, Okorio, so many of these guys. That is overtake.
And goes at a time. You understand?
That is overtake in the industry. You understand? So if we know that there is this overtake in the industry, we should have that inclusiveness and be friendly. If Ibu is not friendly, I'm telling you today, people cannot be rushing to give money. People are helping him because he's friendly. He's a father. He brings people in. He teaches a lot of people.
One thing I focus
but here in Malaysia, we Africans that are into entertainment, you want to be the only actor.
How is that possible?
Bring your brothers. They say no.
And at the end of the day, you've not even been able to be a lead role in any movie.
No.
You've not even been a supporting leading role. I have been a leading role. I have done just one day commercial shoot, and I was hugely paid. American Delta Airline. I was one of the lead role in that commercial. Just 12 hours shooting. I was hugely. I'm not sure anyone has made such money. Here, I'm not sure anyone has made such money in the entertainment industry. I've been with BBC One for UK for 8 months. I know how much I reckon. Been with production for 8 months, 8 good months, and we shoot every day.
Yeah.
Every day, different location. I got paid for 8 months. I'm not sure.
It's big amount of money.
I'm telling this is not bragging, but I'm not sure. I've not seen anyone that will tell me they've racked such amount of income in terms of this production. But with that, I still go for extra work.
Of course.
If they come like, oh, we need extra here, you have to be in the limelight. You have to push yourself. There, people to know you are still there. If I give myself like, oh, I have done this, I have a profile now, I'm selective, I will be forgotten.
Yeah.
Nobody will remind me. So I sometimes today na extra job. Can you do it? What do you mean I cannot do it? Let me be there. As long as I'm there, people are seeing me.
As long as your face is showing.
My face is showing. Producers will see me like, long time. If I get to a location today, it is hardly for me not to see like more than 10, 50 people that I know. Like, hey, Baba, Alpha, you are here today. You don't take. Last time we will see last production. I will put myself in the limelight. I try to be humble. I try to support you. But if we are trying to be supportive to each other, and there are a few ones that felt like they are into competition, how do we handle such people? How do you grow alone? That is because I believe in human development. If I support you today, you become something. Tomorrow, if I'm nothing, you will feel like, this guy did something. Even if it is little, you have to like, hey, let me just give you this small thing to,
All right.
Push yourself.
Wonderful people, we are coming to the end of this podcast. If you are out there and you are not actually including your brothers in this entertainment industry in Malaysia, not only Malaysia, every part of the world, because other people might be facing the same thing we're facing in Malaysia. All we're asking for, let there be inclusiveness between we Africans first, so that we can present to the locals the things that we have. We have talents here.
Yeah.
Sure. We have to present to them. So, Moses, your final word. What is your advice to, as an old person in the entertainment industry in Malaysia? What's your advice, generally? Because we are coming to an end of this podcast.
Okay, so personally, right, I think this competition thing, you can't erase competition. Competition is there. No,
competition must be there.
But there's healthy competition.
Yeah.
It's called healthy competition. It's like,
and that healthy competition is what will motivate you to do more.
Yes, I see you, and then I want to do what you're doing and even do it better. But not by stepping on you.
Sure.
I want to do it
Do
side
your
by
thing.
side.
Do
Do
your
your
thing.
thing. Let me do
Let
my
your-
thing.
correct.
But I admire you and I want to get better based on what you're doing. But I don't want to do that in the process of
Bringing it down.
bringing you down. Don't bring somebody down. Don't shut them down. So that's the most important thing. Number 2 is we need to do a lot of research. I've worked with a lot of locals and a lot of Africans in Malaysia. Right? Most people, the only thing that's stopping them is just stepping out of their comfort zone and their box. That environment that you're talking about, right? They just cannot step out of it. That's the problem. Sometimes, right? I understand that sometimes the budget is low for roles, like extra roles, right? We know, right? You know how it is. Sometimes it's very low. Sometimes it may not even cover your transportation, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But just be there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can be
Continue
there, right?
coming.
Just be there.
It's a growing process.
It's a growing process.
It's like paying the dues.
You can make it like that, but
Yes.
it's rare. The one that works is steadiness. It's like going.
Consistency.
Consistency and steadfastness. Just keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing. And when you're back at home, right, go on YouTube, learn. Don't scroll on your phone. That scrolling you're doing can go for 2 hours. You will not know.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, go on YouTube. What do you want to do? You want to learn how to act, right? Go on YouTube. Check. You want to learn how to shoot. Go on YouTube. I have a master's in business admin. And I have a degree in accounting and finance. Okay?
Has nothing to do with
It has
you.
nothing to do with this. I learned how to shoot
Everything.
and produce on my own.
Yeah,
Okay.
online.
And today, right, it's not like there's no set that you throw me in, right, that I don't know how to navigate. Sometimes I get scared before I go to shoot, right? I'm afraid. No matter how small or big the shoot is, I'm still afraid. But I know that when I step into the set, right, when I start seeing things,
Once you
moving,
keep going-
I'm able to understand what's happening. I'm able to know. Somebody's like, oh, that camera has stopped working, and I bring it, let me see. And then I know what's wrong. They are now to fix it. I've never touched it before. I don't know it. But it's just general knowledge, things that I've learned by myself, things that I understand. So first of all is, if you want to be a director, if you want to be a producer, first learn technicals, okay? Learn how to use a camera, 1 camera, 2 cameras, learn how to set a light, okay? This is prerequisite to becoming a director. Don't rush and be a director when you don't know how to use a camera. Then you're standing on the film and waiting for somebody to bring a camera.
To come and help you fix the
It won't
camera.
happen. You understand what I mean?
All
So
right.
learn the prerequisite. You want to learn how to act. First of all, go online.
Be
watch
a content
movies.
creator.
Be a content creator. Try and create your own content. Try and see yourself
As a
in the
content
limelight
creator,
as
yeah.
a content creator. Create that content for yourself. Understand, correct yourself. And then somebody will pick you to be people that there's a movie that we're about to shoot now, a Nigerian movie, a very big movie. We've been working on it for the past year, right? And then they'll be asking for, hey, let's do casting calls. I was like, wait, don't do casting calls first. We will know those that will call for casting calls. We'll announce it. But when they come, right, and they sit down, right, you don't have to do too much. Just ask them basic questions. Ask them to act this, act that. Don't even ask them to act the script, okay? Some other ways you can check with people that they're good at what
they're
they
good
do
at art, yeah.
is check their content online. See
Yes.
how open they are.
Yeah.
Some people, right? Because we're not done open casting yet. We're working on the permissions for the movie, right? But some of the people that I have looked at, right? I don't know them. You know what happened? We met. Maybe I met them on set, and then we're talking. I'm talking with this person, and then all the person is full of life. They're jiving.
Yeah,
they're making
yeah.
us just like the way you guys are. You guys you're just jiving. You're just talking. Enter here, enter there. You know. And the way they're talking and the way their mannerisms
The
are, and then I check
the
their content.
expression.
Oh, this person is actually out there, outspoken.
Out there,
you know,
yeah.
I can see that this person has potential to be in film, has potential to actually come on set and act. They have never acted before, but they have that potential because I can see that at least content-wise they're out there.
Yeah.
So you want to act, you want to be a talent, you want to be whatever it is, right? Do these things, but I can't promise you that you'll be accepted at first. But
Yeah,
I
of
can promise
course.
you that if you're consistent,
Consistency,
right,
yeah.
Thank
Never
you.
giving
something
up.
will change.
Thank you.
Something
Thank
will
you very
happen
much.
for you,
You got it. Just
Sorry.
consistency. You'll be there. So to you, Tunde, what is your final words tonight?
Well, thank you for having me here. So my final word is I will just implore us more to stop this unhealthy competition and comparison, or this it's only me, I want to be the only one. Let's include ourselves. Let's support ourselves. Because if we don't do it for ourselves, nobody's going to do it for us. It's for locals to accept us, we need to accept ourselves, and we need to put ourselves there. Being positive, doing something positive, something that they can relate with. Like, okay, these guys are actually putting
They are
effort
together.
and trying, and they are together. So it will be easy, to stand as a unit than to stand as an individual.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say.
Okay. To you, C Nation, what's your own take?
Thank you. My contribution is still on what I've said before. Come out first. Come out from your comfort zone. You understand? Come out. Don't just believe like they told you cannot do this.
And you believe you cannot do
And
it.
you believe because of that, you just move in that same line there, or a particular line they have already set for you and tell you just walk here, just maintain here. You understand? Try things. You're a free human being. Nobody will hold you back. If you fail, you fail.
There's
You-
no harm
you
in
try
failure.
again.
You try again. Yeah, if you don't fail, you cannot succeed.
Move there, do something. When you have that idea in your head, don't listen to your neighbor. When he will tell you, don't go out there, don't go and do this. If you go there, you will fail. They will not even listen to you. They will not, before you know it, you have a biased mind, you will sit back. And I've noticed that a lot in this country.
But that's the people who criticize you when you don't succeed.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
It's okay.
that is it.
It's fine.
So just take the risk.
Yeah.
It's
There's
worth
no harm in
taking.
failing as long as it won't kill you. You
Yeah.
fail,
Yeah,
let the
that's true.
story be there that you failed.
That you have tried.
Sure.
You have tried. It's better to
Thank
try
you.
than not to
Thank
try.
you very
at all.
much, wonderful gentlemen. I'm so glad to have all of you today in the studio. Like I'm very pleased. And if you're out there, please forget any form of unnecessary competition. Do your thing. While he's doing his own, you are doing your own. Don't step on each other's toe. Do your things. If you have any idea, go ahead and do it. This is what I have for you. And if after today, don't give up. Come out from your comfort zone and do it. From all of us here, we say thank you very much and see you next time.